You don't actually need a huge budget. It's unlike the olden days whereby you have to ask for a slot in a radio station or do some printouts and send or paste somewhere around. Marketing has become so easier with the technologies that we have now. So, as I said, in this section, we are looking at marketing with a zero budget. So that will include storytelling behind the scene, before and the after, partnership and collaborations and pop-ups and social media marketing. What stops the creatives? Can I stop a bit? I think I've shared this wrong slide. Sorry about that. So in continuation is that we look at the tools that are existing that can help us to grow our businesses instead of waiting for big budgets. So let me get the correct one. Sorry about that. So marketing. So in the meantime, while I'm looking for a right slide, will you like to share, Jabulile, because you have a business that is already running? What are the tools that you are using for marketing?
Okay, the tools that I've been using for marketing is just social media. I use social media more than even word of mouth. All the social media apps you can think of, TikTok, Instagram,
Yeah. Okay. And which one will you
WhatsApp,
say?
even my WhatsApp is the business WhatsApp. So I just post on my status, post videos on TikTok, tag applications. Please repeat that again for me.
I'm saying which one will you say
And which one?
makes more is more effective for your marketing?
I think TikTok has a very huge audience, and even I've gotten most of my clients from TikTok because of videos I've created and the people it has reached. So I think TikTok is the one that I think is more effective compared to all the other apps. So WhatsApp is more like a day-to-day communication for those that already know about me. But for new clients, TikTok.
Okay. All right. Okay. I think I got the slide, the correct one. That one was short of pages. So, I've heard stories about TikTok. People are starting to have no trust on TikTok because of people greenwashing, meaning that they lie a lot on TikTok. They will say this and deliver the other thing. So but still, I'm to try it. I feel like it's a lot.
Sorry, you know what I think? I think any social media space you could have a problem with delivering what you didn't promise the people. More than
Yeah.
anything, it's a matter of being honest, posting your. We use AI a lot these days, yes, but then you should be able to also have realistic pictures of what you offer. Because if you're going to solely rely on other people's pictures and things that you don't have, then it's going to create a bad reputation for a business.
Okay. All right. I understand. So we are looking at marketing with zero budget. In this section, we'll look at the storytelling, as I've said, behind the scene, before and after, partnership and collaborations, pop-ups, social media marketing. So with our creativity, we create and leave things in some way because we have this fear of visibility and wanting to be perfect. And sometimes we don't even have structure of what we are really doing. And sometimes no systems. We may think that we know how the social media works and how you can be able to market yourself on social media. Sometimes we use it incorrectly, and that will lead also to financial tracking and so on. So let's look at the storytelling. Storytelling, people often connect with stories behind the product before they buy. Storytelling means sharing why you started, what inspired your work, what problem your product solve, and what makes your journey unique. As I said before, that with storytelling is more like it sells your product, in a sense that you don't sell the product itself, but you sell solutions. So instead of only posting the products, explain why you created it, who is it for, what inspired the design or the products that you are making. Like yesterday, we had that Jablo was saying that when she started Indoni, it was basically about finding this a natural way of solving the period pains. And then she found these wonderful herbs that were working for her, and so she wanted to share. So it started with that beautiful story. And then it's beautiful to share those stories. We all start with that. I like doing this because this is how I feel. Like in my case, when I started with my business, I started with knitting first. So I find that the materials that were sold in shops, I was reacting to them. Maybe I'll wear a beanie and then I'll have sores on my skin, or they will aggravate the eczema because of the synthetic materials. Then that's when I said, you know what, I need to find something that works for me. I know my parents cannot afford to buy me a cotton, 100% cotton hats. That's when, that's how I started, by seeing this jersey that actually is 100% cotton. Why can't I make something for myself? But then, fortunately, that hat was my first sale. I was making it for myself, but it became a first sale for me. And then, sorry about that. I'm trying to admit people. So, sorry. Behind the scene is more like telling your story and so on, but it could be more in your video sense where you, or photos, you take a picture of the materials, or you take a picture of yourself mixing the herbs and actually explaining, in your case, Jabulile, maybe explaining each herb, what does it do, what benefits does it bring to uh, the the system of a person that will be using. And then in the case of the makers, it could be you knitting or weaving or painting or whatever, and also just talking about the processes. Like, for example, I posted a video not so long ago. I have been shy to post myself talking or working. I'll just take a picture of my hands working most of the time and still get a good reaction. So this time I decided, let me post this video. I had it in my phone for a very long time, and actually people loved it. I was talking about the design solution, the process of product development, whereby I'm doing a lampshade, and then there's a part that I wanted to add in the closing of the lampshade, but then it didn't work. So that video sparked something with the audience that I actually focusing on having in my radar. So people will value your work because you are showing them the steps and so on, and it also makes it easy for people to buy, even if when they feel that this thing is expensive. What you take them through that process behind the scene, they are able to gradually understand why this specific product is expensive. And then we have the before and after. The before and after, this shows the transformation and impact. It helps customers to see the value, like from still the same um, aspect of behind the scene. You show the raw materials instead of just showing the small part of the design. You show the raw materials. This is where maybe you can take a video of where you are selecting your material from the shop, and then from there you show the end or the making of the product. Then from there you show the part where how to use this product. Is either if you are doing a dress, you let the model wear, or if you are doing a home decor, you will put it in a space, or like just to decorate how the person can use that. And then if you are selling food stuff and so on, you can be doing videos whereby you cook or how you mix your ingredients for enjoyment or benefit. So it also attracts as well. And then we have partnership and collaboration. Working with others help reach new audience without spending money. Like, for example, with Intertrade, I have been working with a business called Nina Vice, where we have decided that we do collaborations. Our first collaboration was that Nina Vice had an event called the People's Craft. It was the People's Craft Week, where I did a workshop. So that has added more followers on my business, because when we advertised that post that say you can come weave for this much hours and this is how much it costs, learn how to weave with found materials and so on. So and then there's a collaboration button on Instagram, whereby you can, if a person collaborates with you, you can accept, and then it appears on the page, and then people who are following you or that main person who did the post, you somehow share the audience because you are in the same space. It also helps as well. And also collaborations, we also talking about people using the same space to market their own products, even physically. I go to the market, and then I have a person who's selling specific things that I think will be good on my table, will enhance my space. You bring your brand, I bring my brand. I'm there selling for you. And then people will start asking who's making this and so on. And then that's when you get that's how you get more customers as well. And then exchange promotion with another entrepreneurs. Uh, the example I can make is that as I said, that sometimes I do rent my products to filmmakers or people in that industry of that performing arts space. So somehow they do promote me in a way, and then when they get audience who will ask who made this, and then that's when they will share my details. And sometimes they'll have somewhere in their writing, whether posters or whatever, they will mention that Interthread, home accessories by Interthread. Also, that helps a lot. So it's more like you are borrowing each other's visibility in a space. So collaboration is also important. I've noticed that us as Black people, we always compete with each other more than collaborating with each other. Hence, it's difficult for us to grow. So let's not see each other as a threat, but as like people who will grow together. If you can try that and see how it goes, you can start small, then keep it going until we are all in the same level. And then we have pop-ups. Pop-ups can be markets or can be church events or community gathering or exhibitions. Pop-ups are more like a market space whereby it's just for a day or 2 days. Also, those places can help you promote yourself, but you need to be careful which spaces you go to. Remember when I said yesterday that sometimes other markets, people are just trying to make money. And by making money, I mean that they don't market their pop-ups. They don't make public awareness for their pop-ups or invite people. So sometimes you need to check on their social media platforms. Is it worth you going there, spending your money? Or if it's something that you feel like you want to try, yes, you can try once or twice. And if it's not working for you, just let it go. Or sometimes it might be that you are selling something that is similar to the next person, and that person has been in the market for a very long time and you're just new. So it will feel like you were there just to copy, even if the styles may not be similar, but it can affect your business because it will look like you are trying to copy the next person. Hence, I said, as handmade products, you need to be as unique as you can. And also, even when you sell products like where you mix ingredients and package, your packaging has to stand out and how you deliver has to stand out so that you can be competitive. So even with events, there's a there's an organization that is called Antidote. Um, the founder of Antidote, Michelle is really good with finding spaces that will actually are more versatile for the crafters. She will like make connections with the conferences, a place whereby people have never thought of, like big conferences. Either they are talking about the green living or it's a conference for specific businesses, you know. So she will organize that and then create a space for the sellers to come and sell, and then they have had good outcomes from that. So you can also do the same thing. Uh, in my case, I have a business that I do on the side as well. It's called Butsugo. Butsugo is where I sell the grains, alkaline grains, and other natural foods and spices and herbs. So how I attack these conferences or gatherings, I would do I would ask the organizer, are you offering uh, gifts? like at the end, maybe those gift packs whereby you find a journal pen and all this. So sometimes I do take that risk, pack up the snack packs with my information, the information of the business and so on. And then I will include in those gift packs. And that has actually won me customers who are saying, we want the same for our conference. We're having a conference so and so. I have packaged snack packs for the conference in Botswana. I have purchased for the snack packs for the conference around South Africa, a few. And then I have done for the conference in Lesotho. And I'm looking at the conference that will be coming soon. So that's even taking out the things that you have and saying, you know what, let me just give this out, this specific number, and then take it from there. You are also growing your business in a way. We need to try use those strategies to grow. In social media, we know the social media. We just have to find a way of using it correctly. We know the social media, regular posting, clear product pictures, short videos, customer feedback is very important. Contact details, they have to be clear all the time. Um, I usually check if I'm attracted to a business, I'll go and check even their bio, how they present themselves. There are ones that are so bad. So it doesn't, like, you find that the buyer is not really explaining about the business. It's just explaining about the person themselves. So those are the things you need, like build your social media platform in a way that is professional. And remember that when we start the social media, we started with our personal pages. And then from the personal page, even in the personal page itself, be careful of what you post. It may affect you when you start a business. For example, if I want to attract housewives who are rich, who are mostly my customers, please don't laugh behind that. Those are my customers, rich housewives. That's what I say. So I cannot be posting me vibing in a sense that doesn't make sense. You understand? Like, yes, I'm a Muslim. Me maybe smoking, me doing things that actually this housewife may not be happy with. That I should keep as my private life. So when I start the pages, or if I have the page already, when they go to see who is the owner, because somehow you are able to find out who's the owner of that business, it doesn't affect my business. I don't know if I'm clear with that. And also the usernames that we choose, let it be catchy, let it not be too long. Let it be a simple name to remember. So the branding is also important, keeping your page consistent with the branding, the color, how you take pictures, and how you appear on the social media platform. So how to market? You start with people you already know. As I said, that we already, like, you have your personal page. So now you have to convert some of your followers into customers. So you can start with family and friends and colleagues, people who will share your pages, people who will rally you on and support you. You know, you start with your existing contacts. Um, Ask them to share your post, ask them to recommend you, ask them to introduce your work to people. Even though it's difficult in this nowadays, we just push, we rally ourselves. But then what you do, you start with the contacts that we have. So with social media, you can even send invitation in their inboxes to follow your page. I've done that with my pages and I got followers. and then automatically it grew organically without me putting so much effort into dragging people into my page. Do you have any questions? Any questions? So the floor is open for questions and discussions or even input. If I've missed anything, you have the right to say, okay, this is how I do it and it works for me that way. Or this is not was not working for me. You know, I'm opening the floor. We have let me see. Can I call you by your names? We have Goodness Nkosi, we have Halima, we have Jabulile, we have who else? Kilebukile, Makiapa, Tepiso. Anyone? I'm opening the floor for questions and answers. Okay, so I'm going to pose questions on individuals. Halima, I understand you have been doing uh the Amakans. Um, I want to ask about your marketing. How are you doing it, and what is it that maybe you feel that you need to improve, or are you good with everything?
I think in marketing, I haven't been doing any marketing because umsebenzi is something that is new to people because it's the first time they've seen it online. Umsebenzi wecansi is not online. You'd see abantu abasebenza ngocansi they all over, but umsebenzi wabo is not online. And if it's online, they don't answer their messages. Maybe they have a lot of orders, that's the added advantage of me being a young person and being exposed to social media platforms and how to actually help my client, like how to actually respond to my client. So my marketing, basically, I mean, I post a lot on my Instagram, on my TikTok, and the content I post is in English, and it's very is very different from every other ikansi work that I do. So that's what attracts people towards my work. And my clients, I comment a lot on Instagram. I comment a lot on um, the type of spaces I want to be in, like your rich wife's perception of your customers. Mina, my rich wives are um, wellness places that love using yoga mats, and I've realized ukuthi abantu abaningi they're switching to plastic yoga mats basebenzisa amacansi. So I go to different and I comment, and I also reach out to wellness people who have yoga mats, and I propose, can I make this yoga mat for you for this price, and then you can pay half of it for just kuthengeza marketing. Yeah. So, and that's my approach in marketing, but I think there's room for improvement. Yeah.
Okay, it sounds great. It sounds great. Um, now I'm trying to link the businesses that we have here. As you're speaking about the wellness, Jabulile, is Ayanda can be the business that you can work with, because she's focusing on wellness and bringing amatansi for the people who do yoga and people who are mindful about their health. And most of these people are the people who actually more on this organic type of a life. Is there something that we can do together?
Actually, yes. While she was speaking and she spoke about yoga, it's something that I related to. And I think we'll do a good collaboration, because if anyone knows about yoga, is interested in wellness, then anything they want to resolve regarding their reproduction system will actually link to me. Guys, you'll excuse the noise, ne? The neighbors are having a good time.
We are
So,
not hearing any noise.
okay. So yes, we would have a good collaboration, because anyone who's interested in natural products will be interested with Tansi to use also as a way, because those are people who are very much aware of the what do they call it? What do they call it when you the green what? Sorry, the name is just but
Environmental responsibility.
yes, yes, that kind of lifestyle. So yes, we would really have a good collaboration if we were to work together.
Okay. You see, now I'm starting the collaboration. Probably I'll chip in with my edibles and also the ashwagandhas and so on. This is something that we need to discuss maybe together later on how we can organize it. And then let me see who I can put on the spotlight. So those are the collaborations I'm speaking about, whereby how can we work together as businesses and so on. Lagon. Okay. So in the line of your businesses, anyone can answer this. Have you done Jabulile, have you done any markets, and how are they working for you? Like whereby there's events and then you hire a table, you sell. How are they working for you?
Guys, I'll be very honest. I've never gone into that space. I've looked at it several times. There is a event that always happens every first Sunday in Soweto Theatre, but I'm always shy to do that. The whole thing of judging yourself before trying something out. Not even once have I tried going out with my products, because I've always felt like ish, they will be overlooked, people won't be interested in them. But since the workshop and we started talking, I've realized that there's a whole lot of things that I've not been doing that could actually help my business grow. So it's something that I'm going to look into it, but actually look for the right events that people can relate to the products. Because for me, it has always just been about any event that will have a table. So it really makes sense for me to attend um, maybe a soul session event with my maybe soul session is not the correct term, but those events where they just bring celebrities and there's nothing meaningful to the event, because at the end of the day those people are there to have fun. And sorry to say this, but other people are narrow-minded when it comes to such things. So it's a matter of looking into the right events and people that will the products, and people who are willing to try organic stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You need to find places that are relevant for your product. Was yeah, that's what actually stopped me from attending markets. You go there and smile the whole day and speak English, big one, and then the next thing you come back with nothing, or you just sold something that covers only a fraction of your expenses for that event. So it's very important, hence decided to go online. But in saying that, collaborations are also important. It means that if you know each other and being a team or being a group of the entrepreneurs, and for example, let me say Ayanda is going somewhere to sell amatansi ake. Instead of you spending so much money trying to like have your own table and the other has having her own table and so on, you can actually share. You can say, okay, I'm going to this event this time. Let me take your products. Or we are going to these events. Let me take some of your products, and you also give the products to the other one and test all these markets. It can be something that can work for us. And I'm sorry about the silence. I was blowing off the candle because I saw that it will make some danger. I don't want you hearing me screaming because of the fire. So that will help maximize the sales. That will help getting you customers. That's the other way. Forming a group to help each other. Even, as we are talking about forming a group, there's a system that the Ethiopians are using to start their own businesses. One will open a business, and then when the next one comes to South Africa, that one will take 1,000 rand and start a business for this one. And this one will work in that spaza shop until they pay off this money. And that money, the same, whatever, 10,000 or whatever money, 5,000, will go and open another shop and set it up until this one is able to pay back, and this same 5,000 go. But then, as I said, that most of the time, us as makers and sellers, especially in Black communities, we have a problem of competing with each other a lot. A lot. Our mothers had stock fails, and they were able to buy furnitures out of stock fails. They were able to extend their homes out of stock fails. Can't we do the same? I'm just asking, can't we form the same system as Africans? I think that will be the system that will be helpful. And the other thing is that we have thrown out the bartering system, which was working greatly for our people long ago. What I mean about the bartering system is that I do like I'm good with the costing and pricing, and I can set up the systems that can be easy for you to use on the computer using Excel spreadsheet, using like I can set up your admin so well. So in that manner, me with this expertise, we can also do that exchange, just to get our businesses going. Because what makes most businesses fail is that we forget about the soft skills a lot. As I made the example yesterday, that you buy a wool for 20 rands, you knit a hat, you sell it for 40 rands. You don't know where your profit is. You don't know if you have covered your transport. You don't know if you have paid yourself or not. So we just run a business from a cycle of producing and selling, producing and selling. So in order for us to avoid such things, we have to learn consistently, attend such workshops, as I said, that also we have to open up to the bartering system, whereby the one who knows how to set up these systems that can actually work for the businesses, we can barter. Like we can barter. I can say, okay, this is how much I charge for an hour. And then you just offer me something that will cover your time, that's how I think we can be able to win. Does anyone have input or any suggestion? Okay. I think the thumbs says it all. Thank you. So, oh, sorry. So, yeah, I think now I'm just going to wrap up the session today. It has been a lovely short session. So what I would like to challenge you with is that I have given out the worksheets, and I need you to fill in the worksheets, and I need you to share with me in private. I don't mind you sending me a message and setting up an appointment and saying, Portia, I've done my worksheet. Can we look at it? Because I'm more about the action than just talk. I don't want the workshops that I will be doing here on this platform to be the workshops that will just end with just being a workshop, but it should actually be in action. If you are running a business, I'm going to ask you, what are the turnovers per month or annually? And what are the hindrances in your businesses? And how can we work on them? Because my other expertise is mentoring. And so with the group that I have, this first group I have now, I will offer, I would like to offer 3 sessions per month of mentoring for the next 6 months. Is that cool? That's a promise. So you need to push on and getting your work done, and then come back to me and say, I would like to set an appointment because I have a full-time job. Set an appointment with me, and then we meet online or in person. Whoever is available to do it in person, I don't mind doing that, as long as we set up the appointment and the appointment will work for me. So 3 sessions per month for the next 6 months. That's what I'm open to. This is a free offer. Otherwise, some money. Yes, Jabulide.
Can I suggest that we all send links to our social media pages so we follow each other? I think
Yes.
maybe
Yes.
others are maybe shy to speak, but I'm sure we can all do collaborations, even as one big thing, or set up a mini market and invite people over. Because I think we are all in the same space, even if
Yes.
it's not directly, but it could work.
Yes, that's a great idea. I really like it. So we have a WhatsApp group. I don't know if everyone is on it, but I'm hoping that everyone that is here, everyone that is here should let me know.
I'm not on the WhatsApp group.
Okay, I'll add you. I do have your contacts. I'll add you on.
Thank you.
So our brothers and sisters who are in Nigeria, they are not online. I was hoping that they will come in, because I think their expertise would have helped a lot. would help a lot, meaning that like we cannot deny that the West Africans are aggressive when it comes to something that they want. Okay, we have our can speak for themselves. I believe they are aggressive when it comes to businesses. And what I've noticed in the years of being in markets, being in conferences where there's a mix of people and so on, the the Ghanaians are the consumers of their own products. So we need to create that system in South Africa. We can only do it bit by bit with the group that we have here and so on. I do want to say something for the West African people.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Uh,
Good evening.
I would like to really say a little, though, I'm the only person that is active here. Sorry for actually coming late. I was busy with work.
Are we able to hear him? I think you are speaking
No.
softly, really low.
Can you hear me? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay. So, I'm sorry. Firstly, I'm so sorry for coming late. I was busy with work, and thank God I didn't miss out on this. So, actually, the West Africa and precisely Nigeria, uh, we are into a lot of things, though. We are into a lot of things, and just like Miss Porsche would say, where we are so aggressive when it comes to winning, trying to see that we get things done. One thing is if we put our mind towards it and say we want to do it, we'll do it. And in the creative industry, I must say we are still doing our best. We have crafts and people that are super good. Though one thing we should do in Africa is to see how we can put ourselves out in the limelight because that's what is actually hindering us. Most of our products are cool, but for the fact that we ourselves don't value our products, now makes it look like it's not worth it out there. You understand? So, and that is what is kind of killing us um, within our region here. But if it comes to getting it done, we are in. And I must say, this session of this creative activity has actually helped a lot. My Nigerian families are not here, but actually I'm with my family all because Africa is still ours. So we are ready to learn and mingle to see how we can go far. Let's diversify in our arts world. Let's be creative and see how we achieve greatness. Thank you all.
Thank you, Awal. Um, there's a say that us as Africans, we want to see something in Europe first before we consume it. So I want us to kill that stigma. And it's really sad. Or we want to see the other race standing in front of us, giving us what we already know in order for us to believe in ourselves. But I'm happy that I have people who are in this group are saying that I've already started the business, I'm selling, and or the ones who are saying, I want to start the business and I want to sell. And not to say I'm being racial or anything, but this has been the stigma that we have in South Africa. I'll say in South Africa because I don't know about the other countries. Um, so let's work together. That's the most important part of everything. Let's work together. Let's teach others who do not know the importance of our businesses and how they can benefit our communities. So yeah, we have a WhatsApp line. We have that I'm going to share the link. um I'm trying to share the link, but then it's fine. I'll add Ayanda onto the group. It's okay. And also, I'll share the form with you so that you can fill it in. I'm trying to collect the data so that we can be able to have a concrete space whereby I know who's doing what, and I can be able to connect them with things that are relevant for their businesses. And even if it's markets, even if it's collaborations, even if it means that someday I wake up and say, let me do an event. This is 1, 2, 3 person that I want in this event. And I think it will be well curated if I have these people. So hence I'm saying that I need that. And also it will help me with this mentoring process. I will get an idea from the forms, information that you have written, and then that will help me to have an idea what kind of a business you want to open, and or what kind of a business are you running, and what is it that you needed to gain from this workshop. Because I remember in the form I asked about the things that you think you need to gain. So don't forget to follow our page, Peace Motion Alliance, on Facebook and Instagram. And we also have a YouTube channel that I would like people to subscribe to. We don't have much subscribers, we don't have much followers, so I will urge people to join us. I'll be posting all these videos there, and then I'll share the links with everyone. For tonight, Pumzile, do you have anything that you want to catch up on? Because I see you just came in now. Pumzile? Okay, I guess we'll end the session tonight. And thank you so much for joining. Thank you for the beautiful sessions. And I hope to see you next time. I will be running the costing and pricing workshop, and then I'll share that. With these workshops, as I explained yesterday, with these workshops, we are trying to solve two problems. The problems we have as entrepreneurs, the soft skills that I think we are lacking as entrepreneurs so that we can have sustainable and growing businesses. So I will be doing the costing and pricing, which will be at a lower cost. I will state the price. I don't think it will be above 120 or so, which the money is not to benefit us as PMA, but is to benefit the children and mothers in Africa. As we know that once there's a war, once there's a outbreak of illnesses, once there's oh my God, sorry about that. Once there's poverty that is striking certain areas, the mothers and kids are the ones who suffer the most. And it has been recorded that every 2 seconds, there's a child who dies in the world. Every 20 minutes, there's a child who dies in Sudan. And every 26 minutes, there's a child who dies in Madagascar. And every 45 minutes, there's a child who dies in South Africa. So I can go on and on and on how kids are afflicted. Is either the poverty, malnutrition, or is either the sicknesses, whereby there are areas that still have no clean water or no water at all, and still there are places that still have no medications that are proper, and then still in other places are afflicted by war. As we know that in Sudan, people are trying to rebuild themselves, and whenever they start rebuilding themselves, there'll be a war outrage, and then they have to move. They keep on moving around. And as I said, most people who suffer are the mothers and children. So these workshops that will follow will be at a small fee that can actually also support this course. So I urge you that whatever you have, you are welcome to donate and help us reach those people, inshallah. So thank you for tonight. I hope you fill in your worksheets, and I'll be here I'm here for you, and also we can exchange our, our experiences, and also we can exchange our expertise. There are things I'm not also an expert on, so I believe I'll learn from you as well. Thank you and good night. I'd like to hear voices saying
Thank you, teacher, for everyone.
Good night. Say the
Night.
sabe. Say go be.
good night.
Good night,
Good night,
Bonsore.
everyone. Good night. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Night.